Hello friends, beer connoisseurs. Generally, this channel is about fighting. That's why it's called Fights with Friends. But we had talked about doing a beer review, and a couple of people had requested it since we do tend to consume a lot of beer while watching the fights while we do these podcasts. So I thought for my first beer, I would go local. I would go to a local brewery. And it is right in Seattle here. And Pikes Place, the legendary Pikes Place Market. It is called Monk's Uncle Pike Brewing Company. It is 9% alcohol. So if this were to last very long, you would see me probably quite inebriated. It is a fruit, sweetie, and complex triple ale, as described by Pike Brewing Company. To be paired with meat and cheese plates. It's an organic pale and Pils malt. Hops are Nugget and Says. The yeast is a Belgian Abbey yeast. To be served at 30 degrees, which is below freezing. So I'm not sure. I guess beer, you can serve it at 30 degrees and it won't quite freeze. I know it will freeze eventually, but let's put this up here, and I'm going to pour the first beer of the evening after work with you guys. One of the most beautiful sounds you will ever hear. I'll pour it slowly as to not give too much head. Cheers. Oh, that is a deep beer. I would describe that almost as like a meal beer. Very heavy, very hoppy. Like I said, it's a triple ale. You can definitely tell it's a triple ale. It is very flavorful, though. If you're like a Bud Light kind of person, Coors Light, and that's kind of your thing, I like to sit back and drink those, especially if I have something to do. Like a podcast. I might sit here and sip some Bud Light or some Coors Light or something. This is something I might have with a meal or a snack, like it says, a meat and cheese. And second drink, yeah, very flavorful, hoppy beer, not overpowering. A little bit of a nutty taste. But the hops are not overpowering. I have had some beers where it's even too hoppy for me. I had one, I think, called Hoptasia. And that was it just tasted like you were eating hops. And that's not exactly my thing. But this is a flavorful beer. Like I said, comes from Pikes Place Brewing. You can get it delivered if you're in the Seattle area through Grubhub, which is pretty cool. So you don't even have to leave your house. And I would probably eat significantly less or noticeably less with drinking this for a meal. And I did have a light dinner afterwards, but this is definitely a filling beer. It's not something you're not going to want to chug a 6-pack of this, most likely. And 9%, unless you're a pretty heavy drinker, or at least me, I'm probably not going to make it to number 6. But it is a tasty beer, and I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of this beer with you guys. Very tasty. All right, guys, that has been my first beer review. Monk's Uncle Pike Brewing Company in Seattle, the legendary Pikes Place. You can get it in a can or a bottle. I didn't go all the way to Pikes Place to get this. I am in the Seattle area, but if it's not available in your area, you could order it online. If you're on the West Coast or maybe anywhere in the country, and you go to a place that has a large assortment of IPAs, you're probably going to be able to find something like this. Let me know what you thought of this review, though. Have you tried this beer? What do you think of it? What beer do you guys want to see me try next? What is your favorite beer? If you have a beer that you would like me to try, please put that down in the comments. Please hit like if you would like to see me do more of these videos. If you'd like to buy me a beer, I will definitely drink the beer that you ask me to drink. Of course, you can go to paypal.me/fightswithfriends, which is the link is in the description, or on the Cash App. Just Fight Inc. Fight INC. And whatever beer you want me to drink, if you buy the beer, I will certainly drink it. All right, guys, until next time, as always, I love you. I respect you. And let's have some beers together.